Hi guys, I'm going to be teaching feet and straps from the assistant teaching templates. So we want to start with spring selection. Red, blue would be a little lighter, 2 reds would be medium, 2 reds with a yellow would be heavy. I would almost always bias on the side of making it heavier depending on the client. So we want to start by laying all the way back. Come to the edge of the carriage. That way you can swing your legs over, lay right down onto that headrest. Grab for those long straps. Now there's a few ways that we can get in and out of this. I usually like to pinch the straps so I can create like a little circle. Push the carriage out, bring one leg up at a time on the arch closer to the heel, push into that strap, bring the other leg up, push into that strap, okay? Now, and we can get out the exact same way. One leg, foot bar, other leg, foot bar. Now, another way we can get in is 2 feet at once. So pinch the straps, bring your legs up, hook them right into those straps, and then you're in. Okay, so whatever preference is here. Now, in the templates, I have up and down to start. Parallel position, hips are level and stable, tailbone is down, little marshmallow or a little space in the low back. We want to keep that space the same. Ribs are heavy as we go up and down, okay? I usually time this about 30 seconds, cue a lot of breath, go to internal rotation. Now, the spiral comes from your femur and your hip socket, so your leg bone, your knees, your ankles turn inward. Little more of a pull through the outer part of the hip, feeling a little more work through the hip flexors as well as you go up and down, okay? About 30 seconds, depending on how much time you have. And then external, heels together, toes apart. Squeeze the heels together. Now, some clients can straighten their legs like me and my heels pop apart. Okay, I hyperextend, so I want to prioritize keeping the heels connected. Now the gaze is up, the front of the throat is open, so I'm not jammed chin to chest. I'm also not looking back behind. If clients are looking behind, raise their headrest for them. And then go down about halfway for frog. Bend the knees in, push the legs back out, squeeze the heels together. Now I want to keep the tailbone nice and heavy as I come in and out. Keep the heels connected. You can think about keeping the space between your hips and your last rib the same. You can put your fingers here. So I'm not crunching in, losing that connection into my back and into my core, okay? Or you can put your hands on your pelvis. Heel of the hand on your ASIS, that's your hip bone. Fingertips on your pubic symphysis, that's your pubic bone. Keep that level-ish, okay? And then after that, leg circles, I like to start parallel, come up, just to the point where my tailbone stays down, open. You externally rotate as you circle down and together. We come up, open, circle around and together. Hips are level and stable. I like to think about the femur, the leg bone stirring around in the hip socket. Super good for hip mobility, creating some lubrication into that joint and synovial fluid. And then reverse, down, out, and around, okay? I just like to go right into those big leg circles, okay? And I can start to lose the connection and make the circles a little bit bigger, but we want to prioritize form, alignment, awareness into what the back and the pelvis are doing. After that, legs down halfway, Peter Pan. Bend one knee in, reach the other leg out to the side. Find a stretch into the inner thigh. Press back to the middle. And other way, bend that knee in, reach that leg out, press back to the middle. So we want to try to keep the hips level, stable, even tension in the ropes as you find that side lunge or that big check mark as you open and close and press. And then finally we do open, close. Point the toes, open the legs to a V, flex the heels, close. Point to open, flex to close, abduction, adduction of the hips. So abduction, a little outer thigh push, adduction, inner thigh pull. And then after you've done your 30 seconds of each, bring the legs up, hamstring stretch, pull down on those ropes. Flex your toes to your nose, still try to keep the tailbone nice and heavy right here. Maybe bend into one knee and then the next. And if clients can get deeper by flattening or imprinting their spine, sure, I'd say go for it. This is the stretch and the cool down. Open the legs out wide, V straddle stretch, little bend at the knee as you rock side to side. That's going to open inner thighs and hamstrings. And then happy baby. Bend the knees in, grab for the ankles or the foot, pull down. I like to go for my big toe because as we get older, bunions start to happen. Your big toe starts to curve inward. And I just like to give my big toe a little pull outward to discourage that bunion from forming and happening. But totally up to you. You can grab the sole of the foot or just pull down on the ropes here as well. Okay. And then finally, butterfly. Soles of the feet together. Knees wide, feet go all the way down to the mat or the spring. I like to even arch the back a little bit, and then let me move this box out. Grab the frame for this pec stretch, close the eyes. Now for feet and straps, those final stretches, starting with a hamstring stretch, I typically start that with 2 minutes to spare. So say I'm doing like a 9:30 a.m. class and my class gets out at 10:20, right? I'm gonna start those final stretches at 10:18. So right at the 2-minute mark, legs are up for that hamstring stretch. And then give everybody, I don't know, 20, 30 seconds with each. Go slow, do lots of deep breathing. For this final butterfly, give everybody like 45 seconds to 30 seconds just to relax. And or you can bring one hand to the heart, one hand to the belly to breathe. It's very meditative to feel your own heart beating. Some people don't have that awareness. And also to breathe into the belly, the diaphragm, the pelvic floor, live down here. Now there's so many other variations that you can do with feet and straps. That is kind of just like the bread and butter, okay, for the assistant teaching logs. It is also so important to end class right on time, okay? So 9:30 class, we get done at 10:20. Right at 10:20, we want to be saying, thank you, that is your class, that's all I have for you today. Ask clients to load up all 5 springs. That's how we reset after each session. We should have passed out a wipe. We'll wipe everything off. Also, another thing, we always end with feet and straps, right? Don't be so quick to flip the lights on. I would say wait till everybody has sat up off the reformer. You know, just chill, sit back, let them get up off the reformer so they're not still laying down and the lights come on and then like blind them, you know. There's no rush in turning the lights on. In addition, also with the music, you can let that chill music play for like another minute, okay? Or on the Apple Music, if you go to your new playlist and click in the top right corner, you can, for the new playlist, right, you can just click play next so that the next playlist comes on after that chill song. So you're not just going from chill to boom, like dance music, like that, you know? So it's an easy transition. It's usually what I do when I'm ending class. I don't just flip lights on all crazy. Give everybody just kind of a minute, read the room, right? You've just got them into like a shavasana. Everyone's super chill. Flipping the lights and blasting the music's gonna be like, whoa, to the nervous system. So just ease everybody into it. It's okay to leave the lights off for like another minute, you know, until they've sat up and started cleaning and stuff. I do like to clean with the lights on so I could see. But yeah, that's all I have for your feet and straps. Let me know if you guys have any questions.